Hello, folks. Nice to see you all. Bob asked me to read a couple of poems here. I'm going to read the one in here first, in the magazine, the Ambush magazine, an Arcane. And then I will read from a book. There's some copies here also, if you want to dig deep into your pockets, not merely with Ambush. That Machine, which is just published this week, of my jazz poems. And I'll speak about them just a second. Okay? The first one is, this is called, Arcane is the name for my longer poems. Longer in the sense of orchestrated. This is called the Shostakovich Arcane 1. With eyes of snow and avid nails, I open the lid. Nothing's left of before. A handful of crumbles of a once monumental bread loaf. You can hear it in the abandoned violin. Now, new ashes are spread over the fields of Holocaust. A global desert of snow from Kabul to Baghdad to Italy, New York, Mexico, and California. So complete now, we butter our bread with its wars every morning. We drink its water turned into blood in every plastic bottle. The snake of these days slithers through the grass between each one's lips. We can hear it in the deaf percussion with Shostakovich. Each sound or chord, it said, is a notation of an historical event. A musician of his first concerto tells of the joy she and her girlfriends had when burning their red scarves on learning the Soviet Union was dead. 2. On the other hand, I insist upon playing with my left one. A bunch of notes I formed into a bouquet for my sister, who's also been my mother, Russia. I kiss her tears given me as she gave so much of herself all these years we wandered through, who laid claim to my inmost core. And I shout, goodbye, and mean come back. I close the door on my own and leave every window open. They've removed her meaning utterly, who lived in me without anything put on, as naked thunder, naked streams, and we were flesh at one with a star, stunning to each other till ether or us did part, where we could eat the ocean with our ears and be the highest, nearest yonder of that ecstatic glory wail, trill of lament, blood of the song of unending darkness, the night wide open with desolation's triumph. O glottis of morning, when we were joined at the hip by death, and Slava, Slava, sounded the Soviet sea, the Union we always will be the children of, depth song charging. read one of the poems of the jazz poem. Let me just say, this is a book of jazz poems. Hopefully. I fail miserably, I'm sure. I'm not writing a poem about jazz, or a poem about a jazz musician, or a poem that imitates the sounds of the instruments in a jazz orchestra. This is a poem about the modulations that occur when one receives jazz in him or herself. And therefore, there are lots of words in here that are invented in the natural order of being demotically popular, slangy, and Afro-American in sensibility. This is the poem. Ironically enough, notwithstanding the other, the title is Up Russian What? These poems were written, though it may strike you when I'm done with it, that's a little impossible, but they were written 40 years ago. 1. Up Russian what? San Jekjo, that's about a hanky, hunkable, jang. Is master ribs and stewed roots. Is hours of aura till you shoo me, tough taff tiff. The kid knacking for black, the yaller for stills. This pure Zebitzin, Rabreb, Rorschach, my shack's jack attack upon the wall, wailing, sure, flinders out, doxy of Dixie cups, this cellophane over the picture of who can't shoe in, this side pocket of stamps, frig, fug, fuck it, here we are in the Fourth World War. It's still July, Buttercup, Stillo, Jew, punk and crack apples, nibs on tap, eleemosynary found funk among the punk and Lenin the Okorzovs, like on a wall the sickle and four, comme ça, like in a comment on a commarat, a cum of red-stained tea bag bugged with kids, religious fangs, the old gypsy Django Marie's, and you do something to me's, where the telephone fritzes. 2. In honor of, in black humor as, what's red? Read that, read red. Read that, tipple, cano, pan, Jimmy Diasis. Scatterfact malacoots is soft swoots in white bread. Is po cuspy at the squeams. Pass me your mustard plastic. Pause me your parent hisses. The call fakes, the fact stew. The meanies, lip lawless trill bones capture sure roots cherutely and quivers of damn funk, double up, derried and grantedly Smith. 3. Most all smack around the duck soft skin, cracks it in the jibs. Tall glasses of the emptiness of the same old wind as robots loom over hunger bellies growing.